Hey everyone, and welcome to the club. Today I'll be showing you how to draw a chibi red robin. So let's get started with the brow. So on the left side we're going to draw a curve coming from the outside down towards the inside of the face. So starting on the left side, we'll curve down and in. We're going to leave a gap in the middle. We'll do the same thing on the right side. So we're going to start the same height and curve out towards the outside of the right eye. Right about there. From the inside, we just want to curve in the brow. So from here we're just going to curve up. On the right, we'll do the same thing. Now let's tuck the eyes in underneath. So we're going to leave a little gap on the end. So we're going to step in towards the right on the left side, curve a half circle coming down, and then tucking that in underneath the brow. We'll do the same thing on the right side. So again, leaving a little gap on the inside, we'll curve down to the bottom of the eye, and then tuck that in underneath the brow. Let's work our way down the bottom edge of the mask. So in the center of the face, just down here, we're going to draw a long V. So stepping down, we'll put a point. From this point, we want to draw a straight line out towards the left eye, leaving a gap. We'll do the same thing on the right side, going up. From this point, we want to curve down towards the cheeks. So curving down and out, curving down and out. Now we're going to take these points and curve them upwards, just underneath each eye. Curving up. Right about there. From this point, we're going to take the mask and just pull it down towards the chin. So from here we're going to curve it inwards, curve it in on the right side as well, so to the same height. We're going to leave that for now. We're going to work our way to the top of the mask. So we're just going to take this V and flip it over on top. So up in the top here, we're just going to draw a little point and then work our way backwards. So coming down over the brow on both sides. Now we're going to curve above the brow line. So from here we're going to curve just to the outside of the eye on the left, so curving around. We'll do the same thing on the right side. Curving around. Now we're going to take these 2 points and curve them upwards to the top point of the mask with a short curve. Now we want to take that point at the top and curve around the side of the face down to that bottom point there. So we'll start on the left side. We're just going to round out and then just pull that in to the bottom. We'll do the same thing on the right side. So rounding out, and we're going to pull that in towards the bottom point like that. Let's draw in a nose. So underneath this point, we're just going to draw a little U shape, just around that point. Let's draw the nostrils. So on the left side here, we're going to just step down and just curl around. It's almost like a C shape. We'll do the opposite on the right side, so curving around like that. Just below here, we're going to give him a little mouth, so just a little frown. So we're just going to curve from left to right, like that. We'll draw in a bottom lip. So just down here, just going to draw a short straight line across like that. Let's draw on the bottom of the chin. So just on the edge of the mask here, we're just going to start up here, curve down towards the chin, then back up on the right side. So we step up on the mask here, curve, down towards the chin. Now we're going to work our way up towards the right side. Just trying to get it at the same height that we have on the left there. From here, let's work our way on the inside of the hairline. So again, just down on the side of the mask here, we're going to curve up. Do the same thing on the right side, so curving upwards. Now we're going to curve in towards the widow's peak, so just below these 2 points, down in the middle, and draw a point. Take this left side and curve it down to that center. So curving down. Do the same thing on the right side, so curving up towards the right. Now that we have the face, we can layer in the ears. So just at the same height as the eyebrow, right up here, we draw a curve going out. And we're just going to pull that right back in behind the head. And then just in here, we're going to draw a little curve for the inner ear detail. Let's do the same thing on the right side. So lining up at the top of the brow, we'll curve out, then curve in and pull that right in behind the head. Then just up here, we're going to draw that little curve. From this point, let's work our way up the hair. So we're going to start in this middle point in the widow's peak, and we're just going to do a little curve, a little wave that goes all the way up to the top of the hair. So curving up like that. We're going to take that point and just work our way towards the left side with a series of spikes and waves. So from here, I'm going to curve out towards the left and then just pull it down. We're going to go back up to the top and just work our way outwards. Okay, so just pulling it out and then down again. Now we want to leave a little gap here so we can get further out towards the left side. So we're going to step down, curve up. Now we're going to curve and round this out down towards the side of the hair. So curving out and then down to right about there. From this point, we want to draw that little part in the hair. So we're just going to curve out towards the left with a short curve, and then we'll pull that back in. We'll do that one more time. So we're just going to aim this one a little bit lower, so down, and then just pull that back in a little. Now we're going to take that point and just round out the side of the hair just to the top of that ear. So rounding out and just pulling that in like that. Let's work our way towards the right side. So from that same point up here, we're going to step down just a little and just curve down. We're going to do a little section here. So we're going to step down here, curve up, just to create a break in the hair, and then we're going to curve back down like that. Now we're going to change the direction of the hair. We're going to step down to about here, curving out towards the right, and then we'll pull that back down. Do that one more time. We're going to do a short one this time. We're just going to curve out, and then we're going to pull it downwards. Now we want to make our way down to the top of that ear here. So we're just going to continue this curve, going out, and then just pulling that in to the top of the ear. Now that we have the head, we can work our way down the body. So with all my chibis, I always draw the head roughly the same height as the body. So using my opposite hand, measure out the head down to the feet. Halfway between the feet and the chin is where my waistline will be. So if the waist is here, I'm going to start with that little chest strap first. So there's a circle in the middle of the body, right here. We're going to trim that out by drawing a smaller circle on the inside. Now we're going to draw the top of the straps here. So from left of center, we're going to curve up underneath the chin. On the right, we'll go up in the opposite direction. Now we're going to make the strap really wide. So we're going to come down to about halfway down the circle and just curve up. So we have that consistent thickness of that strap all the way up here. Let's add a few little details in here. So going across this way, we're going to draw two lines side by side, very close. We're going to leave a gap and then repeat that. We're going to leave another gap and then draw two more up here. We're going to do the same thing on the right side. So drawing two angled lines, leave that gap, and then one final time up here, like so. Now from here, again, the waist is down here, so we're going to start on the side of the body, curve down towards the waistline. So from here, we're going to step down, curving out, and then down to the hips. Over here on the right, we're going to step down, curving out, and down towards the right. Let's connect those 2 points with a curve that goes along the bottom of the belt, but along the way we're going to have to draw that little buckle. And it's a circle right up here on the left side. And then we're going to just trim that out on the inside. Let's go ahead now, tuck the bottom of the belt underneath that belt buckle. Curving underneath it, and we'll continue on the right side. Let's draw on the top of the belt. Following that same curve behind the buckle, go all the way across. Now let's add a few little pouches along here. So just beside the buckle, I'm just going to draw two lines just to start it off. Now we're going to section this area off here. So we're just going to draw 2, 3 little lines coming down. And then from these 2 points at the top, we're just going to draw a half circle to connect them. We're going to do that all the way across. And then when we get to the end, we're just going to go halfway, like that. On this side, we'll do a half circle as well. Let's add a little bit of detail in the body. So up here, in this little empty area, we start with a V. We take the left point of the V and go straight out towards the left, and go straight out towards the right. Now we're going to add in the bottom of the strap coming down. So from halfway along the circle, we're going to curve out towards the left. We'll curve out towards the right. Now we want to draw that same thickness underneath here. So we're going to start down here and curve that in underneath. Do the same thing on the right side. And again, we're going to draw those little sections on the bottom of the strap. So drawing 2 lines side by side, leaving a gap, 2 more, and then maybe one, we could fit 1 more down in here. Let's do the same thing on the right side. Across, and then at the bottom there. We'll add a little bit more detail in the chest. So just on the side of the body here, we're going to go up in an angle, and we're going to come down in an angle, coming inwards, in behind that strap. Let's go up on the right side, do the same thing. So angling up, then angling in behind that strap there. Let's draw in the arms. So we're going to start by having the arms coming down in fists. So we're going to start with the left arm. We're going to start with the inside edge first. So about halfway down this body, we're going to curve down. We're going to round out the thumb, so curving like a half circle around. Then we're going to draw a little bracket on the end. We're We're going to come down to the bottom of the thumb here and just wrap a curve around that bracket. We're going to do this again, so we're going to just overlap the fingers, coming around. And then one final one just on the side of the finger here. We're going to curve all the way up to the edge of that strap, right where the strap meets the head. We're going to draw another strap going across the upper arm here. So just drawing a curve, and then we're going to duplicate that, going across like that. And we're going to add those same separations along this arm. 2 lines, leave a space, 2 lines, and then we'll draw 2 more just down here. We'll draw separation for the glove. So right up here, draw a curve, and then we're just going to draw a little square, a rectangle right up here, just for a little added detail, like that. Let's draw the same thing on the right side. So we're going to line up the bottom edge of the inside of the arm, curving down, right towards the thumb. So those are lined up. Draw a curve for the thumb, and then we'll draw that little bracket. The bottom of the thumb, we're just going to wrap a curve around that bracket. Step down, draw another curve for the second finger. Now the third finger, like we did here, is going to go all the way up. It's going to curve up and just right into where that strap meets the head. We're just going to continue this curve all the way up like that. Let's draw in the armband up here. So we're going to start with the bottom edge first, curving across. Then we're going to step up and draw the top of the strap. And then we're going to start on the inside. So you can see that one area there is just underneath the body. Leave a gap, 2 lines, another gap, and then 2 lines. Draw the top of the glove. And then we'll draw that rectangle for just some glove detail. Let's work our way down towards the body. So just down here in the middle, we're going to draw a little curve from left to right for the lower torso. On the left side, we're just going to step over towards the right just a little and draw a curve down towards the heel on the inner side of the leg on the left, and then on the right we'll curve down as well. We're going to draw on the bottoms of the feet. So from the heel to toe, we just draw a nice curve going across. On the right we'll do the same thing, making sure they're roughly the same length. And then from the toe, we're just going to curve up the top of the foot. Curving up, and then just back like that. From that hip, we want to curve down to the top of that curve. Curving down. We'll do the same thing on the right side. So again, leaving that gap, start right here, curving the top of the foot down to the toe, go from the hip all the way down to the top of that curve. Let's add a little thickness to the sole. So we're going to take this line and just duplicate it right above it. Do that on both sides. Then we're going to draw a boot line. Just above this curve, just draw a little curve going from the front of the leg to the back. Do the same thing on the right side. Now we want to add a little knee pad. So on the side here on the left, we're going to draw 2 lines side by side. Like that, going outwards this way. These 2 points are going to come towards the center point right here. So take the top, angle right in there, and then on the bottom we'll go up. Do the same thing on the right side. So here we're going to leave a little gap, draw a straight line up. So those 2 lines, and then these 2 points are going to come to a center point. So just draw those 2 lines going in. And then on the side, there's these 2 little rectangles on either side here. So we're just going to go across, down, and across. We'll duplicate that. So across, down, then across. We'll do the same thing on the right side. Starting at the top, go across, down, and back to the side of the leg. Leave a gap, going across, down, and like that. The final thing we're going to add in the cape. So the cape has these little sections that go across like this, almost like bird wings. So you're going to imagine the cape going from the back of the shoulders down behind the arms down here. So on this side, we're going to start underneath this finger. I'm going to curve down. We're going to go up in an angle, sort of aiming towards that little chest detail there. Going up with a short line. Now we're going to draw that same line right beside it, but it's going to overlap, intersect, going across that. We're going to go up in an angle again. Do one more, going down. Let's close that gap off there. And then we're going to just pull that in behind the leg. Let's do the same thing on the right side. So coming down here from that finger, we're going down an angle with a curve. Now we're going to aim up towards that center chest area. Come down again and overlapping that line. Go back up in an angle. Now one final one, we're going to go down. And then we're going to pull that right in behind the leg. In the center here, you're just going to see a little bit of the cape back here. So we're just going to draw a V like that. And that's pretty much it. There we have it. There's Chibi Red Robin I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Make sure you subscribe and check out our chibi playlist. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.